When you open a bag of chips, you better eat them soon or someone else will. They're addictive. How are they so perfectly crispy? Well, it's all science. From the moment a humble potato is plucked from the earth to when it lands in your hands as a potato chip, there's a whole journey it goes through. Let's peel back the layers and dive into how those tasty chips are made in factories. Let's start at the very beginning. In 1853, the potato chip was invented. How Chef George Crumb in Saratoga Springs, New York did it after a customer complained about his thick French fries. Crumb sliced the potatoes paper thin. Out of frustration, they became an instant hit. Crumb later opened his own restaurant and the popularity of potato chips took off. By the early 1900s, home-based chip companies popped up like Bandicamp, Saratoga Chips in Los Angeles in 1915. Earl Wise began making chips in 1921 to use up excess potatoes. Leonard and George Gavora started Jay's Foods, selling chips from a truck, but mass production became possible with the invention of the automatic potato peeling machine. In 1925, the development of wax paper bags helped too, and in 1969 Procter & Gamble brought in something totally new. They made Pringles from reconstituted potato dough, even packaged them in durable cans. The Potato Chip Institute didn't like this one bit. They tried to stop these products from being called chips, but no dice, they stayed on the market. But traditional potato chips stayed superior. Today, potato chips are America's favorite snack. 40% of all snack food consumption is all crispy goodness. Potato chips start with fresh potatoes delivered daily to factories. The source of these potatoes changes throughout the year. Florida supplies them in April and May. North Carolina and Virginia take over in the summer, and the Dakotas provide most of the fall harvest. In winter, manufacturers rely on stored potatoes before use. These potatoes are warmed in a reconditioning room. The ideal potatoes for chips are white and larger than a golf ball but smaller than a baseball. And get this, it takes 100 pounds of raw potatoes to produce 25 pounds of chips. The potatoes are fried in corn oil, cottonseed oil, or a blend of vegetable oils. Usually there's an antioxidizing agent added to prevent rancidity. Flake salt is used for seasoning along with other flavors like powdered sour cream, onion, and barbecue to improve the chips' color. Some manufacturers treat the potatoes with chemicals such as phosphoric acid, citric acid, hydrochloric acid, or calcium chloride. And of course, the bags used for packaging are designed, printed, and stored by each potato chip manufacturer. Now that we have our raw ingredients, the process starts with choosing the right potatoes. When potatoes arrive at the plant, they're inspected for quality. Random samples are taken, with some potatoes tracked through the cooking process. They're checked for green edges and blemishes, and if too many are found, the entire truckload can be rejected. Next, the selected potatoes are washed to remove dirt and impurities. They are then fed into a peeling machine that removes the skins, ensuring the potatoes are clean and ready for the next steps. After peeling, they get another cold water wash before moving on. Once peeled, the potatoes are sent through a high-speed cutting machine. These precise blades slice them into thin pieces, usually around a few mm thick. This precision ensures consistent frying and flavor depending on the blade type. The machine produces either regular or rigged chips. The slices then fall into a cold water wash, which removes the excess starch released during cutting. Some manufacturers skip this wash to keep the chips more natural. To achieve the perfect chip color and texture, the potato slices are rinsed to remove any remaining starch. Then they're blanched in hot water or steam, which pre-cooks the slices and helps them fry evenly. After blanching, the potato slices are carefully dried to remove surface moisture. This step is so important. It makes sure the chips fry evenly and get that crispiness but don't break. During the process, the dried potato slices are immersed in hot vegetable oil, typically at 175 to 190 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. This high temperature frying crisps the chips to perfection while eliminating any remaining moisture. The slices are pushed through 40 to 75 feet of oil-filled troughs where they tumble under paddles. As they cook, salt is sprinkled over them. at a rate of about 1.75 pounds per 100 pounds of chips. After frying, it's time for seasoning. The freshly fried chips are coated with various flavors like salt, cheese, barbecue, or sour cream and onion. This is done in special coating drums that ensure the seasonings are evenly distributed across every chip. 1. Seasoned. The hot chips are pulled out by a wire mesh belt. This drains off excess oil and allows the chips to cool as they move along. They pass under an optical sorter that detects and removes any burnt slices with quick puffs of air. Once the chips are ready, they're sent to the packaging machine, where a scale measures the precise amount for each bag. A metal detector checks for any stray metal pieces that might have snuck in. During the process, the bags which come from a roll are filled with the right amount of chips based on a code that tells the machine how many to release. As the bag's filled, it's heat sealed at the top. At the same time, the next bag is being prepared to keep the chips from breaking and to maintain freshness. Manufacturers use nitrogen to fill the space in the bags before sealing. The sealed bags are then packed into cartons by hand. Some companies opt for packing chips and cans where they're weighed and topped off before being sealed. Throughout the manufacturing process, taste samples are taken from each batch. Typically once per hour, tasters check for soft seasoning, moisture, color, and overall flavor, comparing the chip color to standardized charts. Preventing breakage is a top priority, so manufacturers have implemented several safeguards. The height from which chips fall during processing has been reduced, and plastic conveyor belts have been swapped for wide mesh stainless steel belts that filter out smaller potato slivers. After passing all quality checks, the chips are ready to be distributed to stores, eventually making their way to your pantry or snack cupboard for your next movie night or quick snack. Potato chips remain as popular as ever, but the growing demand for healthier snacks has manufacturers racing to develop a tasty, low-fat chip. In the late 1990s, Procter & Gamble introduced Alestra, a fat substitute which was test-marketed in various products including potato chips. Researchers are also using computer programs to design a crunchier chip by tweaking wafers to create the perfect crunch. They're even working on genetically engineered potatoes with lower sugar content, aiming to eliminate those pesky brown spots that sometimes appear on chips. They're even working on genetically engineered potatoes with lower sugar content, aiming to eliminate those pesky brown spots that sometimes appear on chips. Well, there you have it. Next time you open a bag of your favorite potato chips, you'll appreciate how long they traveled to get to you. If you're interested in how snacks are made, keep an eye out for other videos on our channel. Until next time, thanks for watching.